Are you thinking about making a film? Because if you are, now's the time to start thinking about the media that you want to use. By media, we're talking about the video or audio content that will help carry this story. If you're thinking about a harrowing tale of a shipwreck, you're going to need video footage of a roiling ocean, or you might need some sort of rock ballad music. So why is it helpful for you to figure out what type of media you want to use in your film? First, it gets you to wrap your head around what style of film you're going to make. Is it a mystery, a horror, or a documentary? These different styles of film might use different types of media. Second, it might get you to think about whether you can get this media in the first place. And if you can get this media, I'd go about getting the gear or the people that can help you get this done. Today, let's talk about visual media. So let's start with primary media. This is the footage that you need unequivocally, beyond the shadow of a doubt, to get your video done. Let's say you're making a scientific video. Lots of scientific videos are based upon interviews of researchers. The interviews are your primary media. Or let's say you're trying to do a dream sequence. You might want to use digital animation as your primary media. Next, let's talk about supporting media. This does just that. It strengthens the message given by the primary media. For example, let's say you're interviewing a mountain climber that's gone to some of the highest mountains on the planet. You wouldn't have imagined the mountains that I saw, even with your wildest imagination. There's no way you could record what I saw. They're talking along, telling neat stories, but they're not painting vivid images of what these mountains are like. You want to show this to the audience. So as this interview is going along, you might want to cover the interview with a shot of the mountains to hear the voice of the interviewee, but show the mountains. This overlaid shot is called B-roll. You know what else you can do with B-roll? You can cover up mistakes. Yeah, no kidding. Let's say you're doing that interview with the mountaineer and they say something good. And then they go on to say something less than useful. And then they say something else that's good. You want to cut out that middle part. So there we were high on the mountains and the winds were blowing, mate, like crazy. Have you ever been in the wind in the cold with like snot coming out of your nose? This is what happens. Anyways, through the harsh conditions, we pressed on up to the summit. You can, but when you put them together, there's a jump. Check this out. So there we were high on the mountains and the winds were blowing, mate, like crazy. Through the harsh conditions, we pressed on up to the summit. You see the jump, you don't like it, but you can cover that jump with B-roll footage and the viewers will never know that there was a mistake. FYI, supportive visual media does not always need to be video. You can also use graphs and photos. And even though these are still, you can make them more exciting by panning across them or zooming in. All of the media that you use is supposed to build an amazing story. The key is picking the right video, photos, and animations to get this done.